It's a really compelling matchup that has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. One of the best matchups all season long between two elite runners colliding here today. Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, the legendary home of the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kurt Cumstreet. Kurt, let's get right to the action. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going. What we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here midseason.
Yeah, midseason games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
They look to throw it here on second down. Looks right and lets it fly. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Boy, just like that, we've got a big play already here by this offense. Not afraid to take some shots downfield. They hit it. They got great field position now.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Getting set. Here's second down. Give it to the back again. Fights off a defender. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Toss play to the outside. First down and more. He's still running. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down for the 14.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The Aggies looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. And they will score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, this is a great way to start this game for this offense. Everything seems to be clicking. Quarterback's making great decisions. Here he makes a perfect throw to the receiver for a nice touchdown to get this game started right.
uprights. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
This quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. The pocket breaking down. Good as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. Either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
It's a shotgun run ball. Running with purpose. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback still with the football. He's tackled just short of the midfield line of the 49.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense, but they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we could see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking deep downfield to the left. Catch made down inside the 15.
Boy, that's got to be a breakdown in coverage or a missed assignment. There's no way that a receiver should be that wide open.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
They convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. Looking to throw again. It's incomplete. There is a marker down on the field. Let's check out that call. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. Makes it look easy.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes in knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. Pressure is coming. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And it's hauled in, catch made way downfield.
Well, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open wide receiver.
So here we go. Off the huge gain they set up now suddenly in the red zone for 1st and 10. There's the handoff. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. Ball is loose. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
Oh, the defense misses out on an opportunity, just what they needed. Ball's on the ground, unable to recover it.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Able to convert on 3rd. Sets up 1st and goal, the 8.
What a start to this offense. Already working with the lead. Now a deflection lands in your hands. Boy, it's good to be lucky.
And the Aggies line up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on 1st down.
Yeah, I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there. And if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
So getting nothing on 1st down makes it 2nd and goal from the 8. Makes the grab on the move. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Hey, the windows are so tight on these throws for this quarterback. Positive yards are a good thing here. Now it's 3rd and goal, getting so much closer to punching it in.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Across the 40. At the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Auburn. And the defense joins the scoring party now.
Wow, this is a risky throw here, so close to the goal line. This defender makes this interception, Chris. Sometimes you see a guy hesitant. He might think about taking a knee. This guy didn't. It gave him momentum and the speed that he needed to be able to get to the end zone.
Extra point try coming now. And the PAT puts them up 3. Auburn in the lead as we break for the quarter. And at the end of the 1st quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Handoff from the shotgun.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
So 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Picks up the first, looking for more. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
Nice first down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat, gets a good push, and once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First down, looking to throw the football. The receiver. He make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up with a first down at the 47.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Defense is coming after him. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Moves out of the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his back. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The Aggies will line up to punt it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So it's sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Gives it to the back. Looks like Auburn will have the first down.
Chris, just think of the list of Auburn running backs. I mean, you see this guy pick up a first down, and you're starting to see a little bit of Bo Jackson in it. Maybe a combo. Remember those days of Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown when they were in that backfield? Trey Mason. Boy, so many great backs that Auburn has enjoyed, and this guy's looking good.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the handoff. He goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackle finally made at the 37. Only 1st and 10 from there. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. On the run here, lets it go. Makes the grab. It's Hamilton. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
They keep them guessing with a run. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Looking to scramble. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Sets up, looking for an open man. He's hit as he throws it. And he's intercepted. He can go. He's at the 50. At the 30 now. Past the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. A huge defensive score.
Great job here by the linebacker, taking advantage of that pressure by his own defense. They got to that quarterback. In fact, he was hit as he was releasing the ball. Ball's in the air, and the linebacker recognizes to be able to make that play and takes it to the house for the touchdown.
Extra point makes the lead 4. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15, and that's where the offense will take over. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Short pass, finds the tight end. Breaks loose at the 40. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends, they're really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You could see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
2nd and 10 here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Receiver makes the catch. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Looking to chuck it again. Quick throw to his receiver. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Breaks into the open. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The defense produces 6 points.
Boy, in an instant, Chris, you go from having a chance to cut into this lead to now being down double digits after the interception return for a touchdown. What a play by this defense.
They add the extra point, and the lead now is 11, 21-10. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, they trapped him for a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. A short completion of the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. It's a big pickup after the catch. More importantly, holds on to the ball despite taking a huge hit.
Yeah, Chris, that's the thing that really stood out to me. I didn't think he was going to be able to hold on to that ball because of that big hit, but he does. He doesn't get the first down, but he gets big positive yards, and more importantly, I think he gains more confidence in that quarterback to throw him the ball again.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Lets it go quickly. He's got it with room to run. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking for a man. Throws to the tight end. Catch made. A lot of space now. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Chris, I don't know if that's a busting coverage or just a mistake by this defense, but the tight end is all alone. Nobody around him. An easy throw for the quarterback, and obviously a huge gain for the offense.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. Just have to be smart.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Time running down. Just one play left here in the half. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. First down here, final seconds of the first half. Let's see if this offense can make something happen. Trying to flex the ground game here. Quarterback takes a handoff. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Aggies will kick this away to start the second half. They'll take the return and try to get some better field position. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. been ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with the pass game. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Has the first down and more. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Auburn, to put them on top now.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
The PAT puts them up 3. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's running out of time here. That's reeled in. It's Winton. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it second and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. On the move now. Heavy pressure. He lets it go. Didn't see anybody open. Just throws it away. And that's now going to bring up third down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Out of the gun now on third down. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Looking to throw yet again. Caught behind the line. It's Winton. And he heads out of bounds, moving backwards on that play. Didn't want to take the hit. Oh, they spot a holding call. That'll back him up 10 yards, and they'll try it again. Now it's second down here.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He escapes the pocket. The tight end has got it. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking downfield near the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Aggies. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out and showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Point after, not right through. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Decides to field it. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking for a deep completion. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Tigers. That's how you finish a play.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the PAT puts them up 3. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. I think he's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Moves out of the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football. But throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
Tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. There's contact on the throw. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. Man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it again. The pass rush closing in. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
I mean, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. The receiver grabs it.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here, and we got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on 4th down?
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. 4th down, looking to throw for it. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This offense really clicking.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his 2nd touchdown reception in this football game.
PAT is good, so they lead the shootout now 35-31. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. inside the 10-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Caught quickly, breaking free at the 35. Here he goes. At the 20, at the 10 now. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
This is what's so dangerous about this offense, Chris. They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch those safeties back. This time they hit it for a big gain.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Texas A&M.
That's the big play. They are pounding on the door here. 1st and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Going absolutely nowhere for the loss of the play.
Man, it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important 2nd down call here.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. The play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Intercepted in the end zone. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Quarterback, pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Fires it down the right side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I really love what they're doing with this plan today. Moving this wide receiver around, not allowing the defense to lock in on him, and he has had a big day today. Keep throwing him the rock.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. The returner brought down by the coverage team. So first play of the drive coming here. They'll start at their own 49. Here's a carry for the fullback. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Decides to keep it here. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
It's 3rd down for the offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. The punt flies out of bounds. They'll spot this around the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. The receiver makes the catch. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Caught near the sticks. It's Winton. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. As we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, handed off inside. He fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The important third down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. That play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
6th play of the drive coming up. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening down. First down to the 27.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Quick throw to the left. Touchdown, Aggies. This offense offense is still clicking. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Well, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Smith. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Taking a shot deep down the right side. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
So, second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Bringing pressure. Escapes the tackle. He escapes one man, but then he's swallowed up with a play and taken down.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on third and very long. The pocket breaking down. Runs through the defender. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a fourth down decision coming up. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a fourth down completion. Looking for the wideout. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come.
Looking to throw it deep. Caught inside the red zone and still running. Touchdown, Auburn. This offense cannot be stopped.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Coach deciding to go for two, trying to cut this lead to a field goal late in the game. Here's the snap, looking to throw. This is caught. Could be an important two-point conversion to get within a field goal here in the late stages. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The Texas A&M offense back on the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Texas A&M.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now, and looking to throw now on first down. looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaking free at the 35. And runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And he drops back in the gun. On the move now. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Crucial play for both offense and defense. We'll see what we get here on 3rd and 4. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Big 3rd down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Receiver in motion now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Grinding away with a running game. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So 2nd and short here, exactly what you want when you're trying to run the clock out and secure the victory. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Winton. They've got him down, but the offense gets the first down they needed to just run the clock out. They knew they're going to need clutch plays like that, Kirk. This was a battle we expected to come down to the final minutes. It looks like the higher-ranked team's going to dodge the upset and move on.
Yeah, good for them to be able to close this game out. They played very, very well and very deserving. You know, for the loser in this game, still an opportunity to learn from your mistakes. Try to get yourself in position to still make a run at the end of the year.
Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. He'll hand it off. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw over the middle. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Well, I tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
The running back here on a direct snap. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Here we go.
Trying to find the end zone off the right side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, they're just not successful here on 2nd and goal, but let's give a lot of credit to this defense. They've looked good on these first 2 opportunities by the offense. They strung that last play out and forced a loss of yardage, bringing up 3rd down.
And the quarterback will take a knee. Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they play.